I'm in a mess with no makeup again, apologies. It's been a cold day, a difficult day. Caveman's not himself at all. He's been out looking for Cleopatra in the lounge. He's been sleeping in the bag that went to the vets with her in. When we're outside, he doesn't want to run around and play. He's got nobody to play with. Just sits and mopes and watches Connie and Mischief. You'll see the videos of that. But, he's had a few cuddles with me, and, we can just have to be patient with him, really. He's lost somebody very near to him, and it's so difficult for him to, it's like his twin, isn't it, But yeah, we'll just have to sort of just keep giving attention. Like I say, I'm trying to get out a lot with them and give them cuddles, give them walks, play with them. But, obviously I'm struggling myself as well. One thing that has come out of this that I'm considering regarding the income, the money, the debt, going forward and everything, is to actually become a charity. Because obviously my whole calling is about serving the community, healing the community, and of course obviously working with saving these cats and giving them the best possible life alongside my mental health. So that's something that I could look into. I know enough people now who are interested in, know enough people, just to get some names on the trustees. Then obviously I can fundraise properly to give these cats the health they need, the treatments they need. And obviously as they come and go, obviously, I'll be, always giving something, a little wildcat, life with me, but also on the healing side and the healing drum side and the drum circles and things like that. I can obviously put that into charity for helping the well-being of others, teach the the healing, and give back that way. So that's something I'm looking into now. Obviously it's still going to be very tight at the moment about me getting the funds to pay back the debt, but obviously it means that if it's a charity, then obviously it's legitimately, obviously paint the drums, sell the drums, put that back into the charity, the business, whatever. And if and when it gets successful, then I can draw myself a wage, which is obviously a much better way for me. And then obviously any profits continue to go towards supporting the community, creating sacred spaces, healing places, places for the cats, and so on and so forth. And then obviously regarding the vehicles obviously would become part of that. And if we do well, then we get a better vehicle, and if we don't, then, like I say, I end up in the bungalow. But at least this is the charity vehicle. This is the cat's home, the vehicle to get off to do the healing, the teaching, and things like that. So that's something that I'm very much going to be reading up on, and go and see if I can go that way. Like I say, it's touch and go either way. I've got to work quite hard at this. I've already asked a couple of people to come on board. Again, it's not to do anything, it's really to have a name, isn't it, on the paper to make it legal. And they're the ones that have supported me all the way, keep me going. They're the ones that are right for me to keep, who understand me and what I need, and have supported me so much, which I'm so grateful for. And obviously it's their way of giving back too, obviously, to try to sort of keep me going. So that's what I'm looking at, and if anything's going to come out of this, then obviously for me to support the cats best I can, and support the community. Like I say, that is my calling, to do the health and the healing. Also, I'm aware that obviously doing my direct one-to-one healings is just way too dangerous for me until I'm fit and well enough. So the drummers will be taking that over again, and that's obviously where the money is as well. it gives me opportunity to teach people to use the drums and get them out there, and people learn from drum workshops and becoming therapists. And obviously people can only come to me to buy an actual Wildcat healing drum, so that carries on giving me that opportunity to paint the drums and keep my head above water, because obviously all to do at the moment is just paying back the money that's been invested into this future and the future plans. That was the whole idea, which completely makes sense. So obviously I don't necessarily do anything for me. It's a matter of just the vehicle, the cats, and for others. My benefit, my bonus is to actually have this life, you know, which that I need and I crave. So yeah, that just seemed to be a big way forward at the moment. So that's what I'm looking into anyway at the moment. Other than that, obviously I'm just been painting the drums, trying to catch up on them so we can pay the upcoming card payments and cat bills. I haven't got the money for the cat bills, so we've got obviously the van money for Grace, that is spoken for. And I found ignition today thanks to John. He found a lorry for sale with parts in, so I've ordered the ignition and the key to hopefully get ignition in place instead of being stuck to the dashboard with a gaffer tape. And obviously I got to say, if the drums I finished, I've got to get them. I've got to get over to the post office somehow, get them posted off. I'm waiting to hear regarding the vets, regarding Connie. And she is so much better, just with her pain relief. She's opening her mouth, she's outside, she's playing. She's more back to her normal self by not being in pain, which is lovely to see. So that in itself has made my heart sort of gleam with joy. She's even tackled the normal cat food today. So obviously the pain relief is helping so much. But the only way I'm managing to make her eat it is by putting it in a bit of food. I can't get the syringe in her mouth, so I have to do a tiny bit of food, put the liquid on top of that, mix it in, she'll eat that, and then we give her the rest of the food afterwards. I've ordered some more Lila's Kitchen pate food, which is obviously expensive. But that's coming tomorrow, and she'll eat that. I mean, they all like it. I'm trying not to sort of have them all on it because it's expensive, but whilst it's the food that she can really eat, it's nice and soft for her, and she's enjoying it, then I'm obviously going to invest in that. But obviously I'll get through less food with less cats as well, so and less cat litter saying that, so I can probably lose a cat litter tray or so or two now with just the 3 ewes in one. If I keep on top of that, that should work okay. I was thinking about putting the bed back down or a base back in the bottom here, just to hide everything. It's such a mess still. I say all the carpet all needs to be done in here, but it's just I haven't got time and inclination at the moment. But I got to keep remembering that I need to put the wheel in here. That's the whole point of taking that down, was to put the wheel in here when we're doing the work in the back and everything, the windows and everything, so they've got some exercise. So I'll just have to try to see if it fits in here and tidy up a bit more. But anyway, that's enough of that waffle. I apologise for the mess I look like, but you know, I'm not. It is what it is. I'm doing real time how I am, how I'm feeling, how I'm looking, and you know, you see me at my worst, and hopefully at some point I'll be back at my best again. But I'm tired. We were up early. The wind's been blowing quite strongly again today. It's been rocking a bit. Again, Bentley said at the moment he went out when we were just been out again just now. So I can't go up to bed until he's in. And then as soon as he's in, I am going to jump into bed and just Netflix and chill, as they say, and just cuddle up. I haven't wrapped the drums yet. The drums are in the bed in the bungalow, so I've got to wrap them in the morning. I've got to get them to the post office. I've got to go to Barnsley to pick up the jackery. If I can get all that done in one swoop, that would be that sorted. Obviously I haven't got the money for diesel heater, and I know Liam's too busy at the moment anyway, so I can see him at another time regarding that, if and when got any funds. Obviously cats had to come first regarding that. I really want to get the cats neutered, but like I say, I want to that's obviously going to tie in with me getting work done on Grace next week. But you know, we'll just have to jiggery procreate a bit and do whatever's needed as it's needed. I mean, I probably could have tried to see if I could have got the cats neutered this week, but it's just all too much. Honestly, I am crying a lot, broken a lot. Oh, and you can see my depression's hitting in, and it's hard to keep a balance on that. But I've got to just keep fighting and keep focusing on these. And like I said, I still haven't tired up from the 2 weeks of messing here from COVID. I'm still obviously recovering from COVID as well. But you know, if anything's going to come of this, then like I said, I wanted to be a charity many years ago, but I didn't even know 3 people. Well, I know a lot of people now, obviously, and that would really make sense as to the way forward. So if anybody's out there who'd like to help with that and talk me through it or know about how these things are done, then let me know, and I'd appreciate the help. Anyway, bye for now. Good morning. It's about 11 o'clock and just sat outside. She's been pestering me all morning to let her out. She actually wanted to go to poops outside the garden, and of course I made her wait. I forgot that she likes to use the right here, but she held on. It's just bitterly cold today, bitterly cold wind. The wind's been rocking the lorry, and being up in the Luton cab, it's even more scary when you're actually rocking that high. I'd sort of tried to position myself in the middle, so I could sort of try to counterbalance a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is. Connie tangled. Hang on a minute, just untangled Connie. This way, tangled. So yeah, so I got a lot done yesterday. Just had a delivery come, which I presume is going to be my ignition unit, fingers crossed. Okay, just inside, having something to eat. He is tied up, and Bentley's out with us, and Connie and Mischief's in the tree. I don't know how much you can see of that. But yeah, we just sort of come out, fresh air. I let them sort of climb the tree and run around a bit. Connie's tangled again. Just sort of pop in, say hi. I was getting a lot of cramps yesterday from the walking and the driving, but fortunately I didn't have to sort of get stuck up in the night at all with a real bad pain. So that was a relief, because I don't know how I would have got out of that Luton fast, in agony. As it is, I've been locked Bentley's step up into the cat flap into the front of the cab, so I can't open it unless I climb through. So I can't open this passenger door unless I open it from the inside. I haven't got a key for it, so I have to use the interior lock. So, of course, I didn't know if he could jump in and out, but he's managed to jump in and out with the little steps, and those little steps is what I've been using to get up and onto the first bit of the bedroom. Hang on a minute. It's just starting to have a few little showers again. It's been doing that all morning. It's pouring rain through the night. See, Cayman just preferred to run back to the lorry and sit on the step and watch and be safe. He doesn't want to run around the bungalow without his sister. He is very much on alert. He'll walk with me on the lead and stay close to me, or stay close to his mum, but losing Cleopatra has definitely affected him a lot. So he's lost his confidence, he's lost his playmate. But it's okay, we're getting lots of cuddles, and that's nice, and he's obviously learning to be on the harness now, harness and tether, which is important, obviously. How you doing, Chief? Where you gone? Again, with Connie, she has a little bit of a play and a little bit of a frisk about, and then she'll jump back up in and watch from the doorway like this. I need to get these metal things covered and smoother with some grass or something, artificial grass. But yeah, they're happy. I mean, they love Grace. I've just got to get my ass in gear and start doing some work on her now, but I'm still waiting to come back to full fitness. Hello, Gigi. Is it raining? Good girl. Is it raining? You're in a mad moment. Good girl, Chief. You tangled. So anyway. Oh, you are tangled there, Connie, aren't you? It's just a flying leap over the top of Chief's lead, so I'll get her undone in a minute. Okay, man. Good boy. He's a good boy. Good boy. Yay. Gonna go play with him? Good girl, Connie, what you got? I don't know if you see them all together. Whee! No, we're well tangled. Hold on. Do you think spring is sprung? Go in, mad Chief. You're all tangled. Good boy, Cayman. So Connie, Cayman on the chair, and Mischief in the glory. Bit windy, you gonna go in, Bentley? Cayman's finally just got off into the garden his own to take some grass. We've got Bentley and Connie and Mischief playing over there. Bentley keeps finding the catnip ball and then Connie comes and takes it off him. Good boy, Bentley. And they all get tangled like that as well, so I'm trying to stop them getting tangled. I have to sort of manipulate the lead so that I make sure they go around the right way. So if they're on a short lead, well, I've only got the walking tether on, they're not on their long leads. So I could put it back on them actually. So that's the furthest I've seen Caveman go. He's in the neighbour's garden. He's come to me since we've lost Cleopatra. His own awareness and he did try to go around the back, but I've got hold of him. Bentley's out with us, you can see. So these are communal gardens, so we are allowed to sort of walk on each other's. Good boy, Cayman! Yay, he's a good boy! What a good boy. Good girl, Chief. Good girl, Connie. Good boy, Bentley. There's a lot of littering underneath my bush as well. That's bad, isn't it? I'll try and get in there. Just all the rubbish been flying everywhere lately. These winds. Good girl. Hello. You happy? Yes, good girl. I say her pain relief's helping so much. She's eating normal food again. Like I said, I've got to put it in her food. Mix it in her food for her to take it. Expensive food, and then she's actually eating the normal whiskas again at the moment. She just sort of get through a lot of it, and then, oi, get down you two. I've got tangled cats. That's going to be fun. I don't think Connie's going to go down the right way. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute, Connie. Steady, Connie. Wait. Connie tangled. Wait. Connie tangled. Wait. That way. This way. Connie tangled that way. Through there. Oh, mummy. Connie, come. Connie, come. Connie, come this way. Connie, come. Connie, come. Oh, this is why we have. Hang on a minute. There we go. Rescue Connie from hanging from the tree. And that's exactly why we have this extra lead on here. Because obviously they get caught around the tree. I can undo that and just release them without having the issues of it all being tangled up round to the main lead. It's a lifesaver, and that's why we have the extra lead on. It's a bit of a pain for them to drag, but if they get caught under tyres and wheels and everything, it's just so much easier just to have all this extra bit of leeway. Hello, caveman. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Hey? Oh, it's nice and warm, isn't it? It's got sunshine on your bum. Yes, a good boy. So hopefully, after these have been neutered, there'll be a bit. Chief, no, come on, Chief, puss, this way. Come on. She's pretty good. She should do. She's told. Good girl, Connie. Chief, come. Chief, come on. Puss. Gamer's gone off his own. Chief, come on. Yeah, so happy at the moment. Connie just had wind up her tail. She went from there, she went flying up to top of the tree there, come down here, and then came running up, and then jumped into here, flying leap. Well, happy. So yeah, can't wait to get them somewhere where we can spend a bit more time with a bit more grass around, without walls and that in the way. Somewhere new for them to play and look around. But also at the moment we're having to train pavement and everything with a harness. Good boy, caveman. Good boy, caveman. And get them more neutered and healthy, or healthier, as we can to get the treatment done. So I can't go anywhere yet, but we'll get Grace sorted as well. You good, babies? Yay! Hello, Misty. Bet it's happy under tree. As you can see, I've got no sidewalk for Bentley to jump on, so I've had to put the steps there. So I've blocked it in the passenger side, as I was saying. To get it out, I've got to climb all the way in from the driver's side. Oh, also I left the bloody inverter on yesterday for quite a few hours. I'd turned it off and then realised I hadn't moved up far enough in the lorry. So I moved the lorry, and then last night I was thinking, God, did I turn it off again? I hadn't, so I'm hoping the battery hasn't died. I ought to get in and test it actually and try and start her. But don't worry about that for now. It's dead. These two. And the sun's out, the sun's shining in showers today, and lots of wind. Hi, Connie. Hello, darling. Good girl. Who's a good girl? Pretty girl, aren't you? I can't see what I'm videoing because the sun's in my eyes. Who's a good girl? It's lovely, obviously, that Chief at least knows where his home is and where he's safe, and you run back to it. That's why I got Chief and Caveman. That's just Connie and Mischief and Bentley. So in that respect we're doing well, and obviously having the steps open like this is beneficial rather than using the cat flap. So at least if I'm outside, they're outside, they run back to it. It's a nice place for me to sit next to them. So the cat flap's only really for Bentley to sort of go in and out in the night. Chief, come on. Good girl. She's going to get tangled on there. I'll have to sort that out. So I've started trying to dismantle this corner side. There's metal everywhere, hidden, but I've just literally started kicking at it. So brute force, kicking it down. I think the idea is to have my desk in this side and put the wheel back that side, because it obviously gives me more room around here, and I'm able to have a step going up. I can also get on the cat box to step up as well still, and just move my workspace over this side. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So here you can see the damp patch I was on about underneath here. I probably need to see it from the outside. I'm sure the floor's got to be done in here anyway and insulated, but I've got this one side off and this front side off. I'll try and get these slats off that I've put on, and then we'll measure this and see if the desk, I don't think the desk will go in that way, but it'll probably come in underneath here, and I just have to sit on the wet for now. But if I can just get a desk moved, like I say, and get the wheel back in, that'll at least make it a bit tidier in here and give an idea, see how I want things done. It's pouring rain outside, so I'm just trying to make the most of a rainy day, and I'm working from sitting down on the chair. But the mess that was here, like I say, I've got I'll probably reduce my litter trays, but I might be able to make it so I can still have litter trays in here. We'll see how the layout goes, but ideally I'd like a desk and a loo bucket space. But we'll see if I can knock this down actually. Seeing this one was quite bottom this side, I might be able to make a bit of extra space this side. We'll see what happens. See what brute force and determination does, eh? Okay, so just managing to get this other side off and get the braces off. But we have actually found, if you look down here, there's the, I'm going to try and get the camera angle right, there's the outside of the lorry. So obviously we've got to keep this wall on because that's access to the engine and outside, which we knew. But it looks like we've just got, the reason why the floor's so wet and rotten is because it is just the wood floor. So I don't, if that's just wood chip and nothing else underneath, that'd be why we're getting so wet from splashing up from underneath. So obviously I need to make sure I get the floor extra coverage in it. I don't know if that's a matter of completely removing the floorboards in here because they're rotten in here, and then put the new ones over the chassis. That'd be a job for somebody. Obviously for right now I've just got to make do and move the desk over and make some space. But also I've got to be really careful what I build on here. We thought there'd be access through under the seats, but maybe the engine is accessed from this bit here. If that's the case, I've just built on it. But they were pretty confident it wasn't. And obviously all the seats built on that. But it's questionable now. I'll have to open up these screws and just see how much I can see in there. And if it is engine access or if it is to go through the driver's underneath the passenger seat, like I said. But I'm going to get this rest of this frame off. I might leave the back wall one on to use to screw things to. I'm just going to take this end piece off here, and then I should be able to get my desk over this side. Like I say, we'll just have to come back to doing all the floor and everything when we've got time and money and people to do that. Obviously in the rear I've put down lots of extra boards and everything on the floor and had it insulated, but it may still have a rotten floor underneath. But we built on that, so actually if it rotted away, we actually got extra boards, extra rubber, extra insulation. Obviously this side hasn't been done at all yet, and there's holes directly through to the floor, but obviously we need all the floor available and screwable through and drillable through to do wiring and get the heaters and things in. So as long as I don't fall through it, I'll be happy. But yeah, I'm going to carry on tidying this up now and see if I can get the desk over this side. Might end up pulling some more of this carpet up. The cats are enjoying the carpet. We can pull that off later. Like I said, there's no point tonguing and grooving this yet, and I might just actually put a bit of coat of paint on the old plywood, you never know. Pull the carpet off. I say it's not been insulated or anything yet, but yeah, let's get this bit done and get the desk over, get the wheel back in, and then at least the cats have got their space, and I'll worry about getting down off there after. Hopefully I'll still be able to jump on that, but I saw an extra step. But yeah, hopefully if we do it this side I can have a step going up and have some steps going up like that up this side. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's not think too far ahead, because I think we've got a bit of a floor issue here. Right, so the desk is 4 foot, so it can go in there, and it could also go actually in there, which might be a better area at the moment, and then I can also leave my spare space to get my chair in and out. It will leave that bit protected while till it's worked upon. I can obviously put screw things to the wall and have electric coming through and have a workstation there. And still be able to have access to all this, get the wheel in behind me and work it if we're going to have steps going up and over this, like a removable. And not actually mess about too much with this framework until we know what's going on here. So I think I'm going to try to take that bit off the wall there, just so I can slide the desk in, but still leave that framework on the wall there, so I can obviously screw it to that if need be later. But for now, it should just sit there quite happily and not go anywhere when we're driving along. I'm hoping I've made the door right, and obviously I've got my electrics there as well, so I can then move my that's my off-grid. I can also put my jackery under this side and also move my extension lead to this side as well, so it all comes off this corner. But I think that'd be quite nice. And obviously I can still have a little bit of a shelf extension under the window, and shelves going up, and use that corner there. Obviously we've still got all carpet to come off and installation to be done. It's just a make do, it's just make and do where I can put things. Now obviously I wanted to have my toilets here, but I've actually still got space to put a toilet under there, or to make something over here for them to part of the steps going up, part of storage behind my chair. I could actually have a couple of toilet buckets as part of my step storage, and just put another litter tray underneath the table or something. I don't really know what we're doing regarding litter trays just yet. I'd say hopefully I'll just make do with one, and just clean it out all the time. We're only having 3 cats that use it now. Anyway, we'll keep going on. That's a nice fit. With space at the back to bring the wires through. Anybody think I planned that? Well, I did to a point, but I did it for a 4 foot bed, not for a 4 foot desk. But wow, that's quite nice. It's really opened up the space lovely. Right, put the drawers back in. So I've done it. Here we go. 1 litter tray, 1 cat wheel, 1 cat box, which I'm still stepping up to get into the bed at the moment. The lights also got the arrows coming through the cat box at the moment. And then round here, I've got the bed up there. That's my fans I've got to take out the boxes and unpack. And here we go. The desk fits lovely. Obviously we've got to take the carpet down on and get everything down. I've just put drums there. It's a bit of an untidy mess. But there's obviously this has been hanging on the wall so it doesn't move, and obviously fingers crossed when we're driving along everything should stay in place. What's Chief doing? Obviously I need storage, I need cupboards and everything to put all bits in, but cats can get up on the bed to travel with. Put the little bit of the cushion back on top of here. I'll see if I find the bigger one, so cats can sit on there when we're travelling as well if need be. Radiator's still there at the moment. The idea is I have my this is the one from the leisure battery, and obviously I'm going to have some more electrics come through my socket that's over there behind the iPad at the moment. It sits on here, so I'm going to try to trail the orange cable which can be plugged in through the cat flap from outside. I'm going to try and trail that all up and around and over, so I can plug all the electrics in here and hang the electric on there. And then I can also obviously have electrics coming in from the electrical cupboard, which is the loo cupboard behind there still. If I can get down to 1 cat litter tray or in here, awesome for the 3 cats. Bentley obviously goes outside. And there is room here for me to make some sort of loo bucket seat storage step to help me go up, up and up again as well. Obviously I want to have this enclosed a little bit to make it a bit warmer, but all this has got to obviously be insulated. Oh, there's a cat on my bed, I didn't realise. Who's up there? Good girl. Or is it Caveman? Might be Caveman. Might be Connie, I don't know. So yeah, obviously the floor's really thin and there's holes in the floor, but look at this, this is what they wanted. We can now work together and play together. And when I'm at a show and everything, they've now got somewhere to play on the wheel when they've only got the cab space and this area to play in. And Mischief, as you see then, she wants to play on the wheel. She isn't at all bothered about going into the other room. So I've now got to tidy up the lounge, move the settee around, and get that ready to plan how that's all going to be done. But this is awesome. Like I said, I can still have my cupboards, my shelves and everything here. I can paint here, I can eat here. It makes it so much more roomy. But obviously, you know, I've still got to do the floor, insulate everything, but at least this is a much more self-contained. Yes, it's difficult for me getting up and down there, but what I'm going to do in the other room is I'll change my sofa to a bed settee at some point, so I have the option to sleep in there when the windows are done, and then I'll have a spare bed obviously, which is going to be great, and basically what's the cat's bed and travel bed as well. Really happy. Good day's progress. The other room looks a mess, so as you can see I can still have the curtain down so they can come in and out quite nicely through there. Then I can also have the door shut. When I want the door shut, I basically get hold of the curtain, chuck it over the top, shut the door, screws the bag on there, and then put the curtain across and the draft comes in, and here we are. This is how they are when they're all self-contained in here, and this is what we do when we go to bed and everything, and keep the drafts out. And it's so much better this way around. Very happy. Excuse the carpet falling off the wall. I've kept those two boxes screwed to the wall. The other one was like falling off, so I've moved that just as a box to put my, excuse my drums, my boards there, canvases there. I've left my suitcase just wedged in there. This is fixed, so this is wedged in there. Put my paints and my brushes in to work from. And like I said, I've got enough room there to stand the drum up, to paint it, and eat and everything else. So absolutely chuffed. There's the rattles, nobody's seen it. I've got to paint. Oops, balance that back in there, and also I can get some hooks to hang drums up when they're drying and everything. Mischief's found these catnip balls. I bought these yonks ago, and she suddenly decided that she wants to have a go at them. Don't you? Is it nice? You can see how much draft's coming through this window. I think the perspex must have moved a little bit. I've got some more perspex on order. I've got a 3x2 sheet of plastic perspex, whatever it is, something or other. And I've also got that bit there and a bit more in the front. Obviously I've got the windows in the back to do and this one to do. So hopefully that'll be enough. God, look at the space we've got now. I've got a nice little rug to go on the floor here to keep my tootsies warm. Like I say, figure out how to get some sort of steps going up and down here. Obviously, that's access to outside and engine and God knows whatever all under there. So I'll have to make some sort of removable steps or just unscrewable. I've left that framework there to obviously have something to fix it to, because that's quite well done, and that's obviously stopping the board opening and everybody falling out onto the road. That's Rainbow's Ashes still there. Just still carrying with. Hopefully I'm trying to hopefully be ready to go up to Sticky's Memorial in July when we do our memorial run. And you can see there's Bentley's box to the outside. Much space. This is so much better this way round. So very happy. And also obviously still room to build more and extend around to actually make this desk go round if need be later. But right now, Chief's happy. Everybody's happy. Is that good girl? Yay, good girl, Chief. And also I can bring some food in and put their food in here and not put too much food. And hopefully that means there now I'll be able to have that other room to myself, so I can just like, you know, chill and see people and not have cats all over the place with them. Obviously they'll be allowed to go through to have a bit of time when they've got nowhere else to go, but we'll definitely get in there. So we have Caveman and Connie on the wheel, fire's on, cushions on top of the cat box. They can sit there, they can sit there, they can sit on the bed, then go through. I'm just moving around the settee and everything. Excuse the mess. Obviously I've got to clear all the junk out. So settings back round that way. I'm going to move those little trays out. Obviously I'm going to have a door and everything in the end of there. Fire will be cleared out and everything. And we'll sort it all out so I can have a log burner in here and a couple of units and all sorts of things going on in here. Hey? And we can sit in there in the warm away from the cold windows. As soon as those windows are done, obviously we'll have daylight in. And this will be a nice little lounge for me. I did like the settee across the back, but obviously we can't open the door or do anything in there. And I obviously got to get a door built at the back of there. And obviously the kitchen's on this side, but that's all a mess in here at the moment. And this is my this centre section is all the electrical cupboard. It's got lube buckets in at the moment still. But all my electrical diesel heater and everything's going to be coming in from there. So I'll have electrical cables coming through both walls into either room. And obviously to have that desk backing onto here is perfect. And we just draw that across while they're going in and out and playing. I've got a full use of the room. And what are you doing up there, Connie? Is this alright? Literally, I've just put the heater on because it's so cold in here. Hey, what are you doing? So this is what they need. They climb up the door like a climbing frame to exercise themselves and to sit up there and play. So this is where I want to have like little jumping shelves. This is where the catwalk is, but I want little shelves that they can obviously climb and walk on alongside the cupboards that need to go on the wall. Because obviously the cupboards, I can't reach very high. So I want cupboards this height, and then on top of the cupboards can be all the cat area where they can walk and everything out the way, which I can't reach. Yay, you good babies. Good boy, caveman. You feeling better? But they're all exploring at the moment and happy.